benchmarking. What?
Yeah, benchmarking. I know you definitely benchmark a lot. Benchmark can be addictive, so it makes sense. So we're gonna disable streamer mode because I feel like it's annoying to just see everyone's name as a dot dot dot.
Oh, oh, you
Um,
see the dot dot dot? I don't.
no, because once you start the stream on OBS, it does that. And
Oh,
let's try promoting a stream to the Discord server. New West Product News. Yeah, sure. Share, copy link. Um, Sun Tzu liked. At everyone, I am live coaching at Snacks right now. It's a cool coaching stream. Watch it. Oh, wait. On my second live channel. Also, be sure to sub to the live channel. Alright, so actual discussion. Now we can start. Do you have a hand cam?
do I have a what?
Hand cam?
I do.
Nice, let's set that up.
Mm-hmm.
Let's start by looking at your grip, your HSK grip, and how we can improve that, because I do want you to at least try to learn fingertip grip just to see how it works out for you.
I try. But I always default to claw because it's like subconsciously because it's like
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think it's like too much tension in my fingers, so it's just like defaulting slowly back to claw to
Mm-hmm.
claw.
You're running just the regular HSK plus
It's a HSK Ace.
Pro Ace.
Just a I don't know. It just says It just says HSK Ace Edition on the bottom of the mouse.
On the all right, we'll look at the mouse on the camera when you turn it on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look up HSK Ace Edition. HSK Ace. G Wolves HSK Pro Ace. Oh, there is an HSK Ace. Okay, so what is this? Weight 38 grams. Okay, so it is a different mouse than the Pro Ace.
That's not what I want.
That's not a hand cam though. Chat rate. We
Okay,
got
there
a
we go.
chat message, but I don't see it. Um,
Okay, there you go.
where is chat? How do I see chat? Why do I not see chat?
Oh, that's bright. There we go. It's a little wonky though.
It's all good.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing any chats. We will answer chats as they come in just because we can. All right, so that looks like a Pro Ace. Can you show me the bottom of it where it says Ace? HSK Ace Edition. Do you know how much it weighs off the top of your head?
No, but I can go get a scale.
All right, no. And it's forced to be wired. That is a wire, not
There's
a
a
chargeable.
wire. Last I remember, I think it was less than 30 grams, if I remember.
Less than 30 grams. All right, then it's all right. That's fine. That's fine then.
I don't remember off the top of my head.
That's good enough. That's good enough. Put it in the palm of your hand just so I can see what its size is relative to your hand.
Like that.
So it's about the size of. If you put it at the base of your palm, I'm just got my regular HSK plus, and I want to see which HSK it's more like relative to me.
I mean,
all right, it goes up to your fingers from the base of your palm. If you line up the bottom of it with the very bottom of your palm, almost on your wrist, it's going up to your fingers.
so like that.
Okay, so it's going up to your knuckles more. So it is like an HSK. It does feel like an HSK would on me. I just got a Discord. So yeah, that's cool. That works. So HSK. So this mouse, try to. I feel like a claw on this mouse is pretty uncomfortable. Is it just your knuckles hitting when you claw, or does other parts of your mouse hit? Other parts.
So it's like I can basically do a full claw like this, like a full claw like that.
Okay, yep, that makes sense.
It's mostly my. I feel weird because my pinky feels like too tense. In my
okay.
like these two.
Let's open up Kovac so we have some aim training going on, and try that. General. Oh wait, the live says it's private. Hold up. Hold on a second. Why is this stream private? Playlists. Upload. Visibility public. Jeez, that's annoying. Apologies. And fixed. Here. Do I want a double ping? I don't want a double ping, but I do want a double ping. Okay, I was accidentally doing a private stream. That would explain why no one came to watch it. Sorry about that, Snacks.
Oh, it's okay.
Yeah, so what you were saying was that you have a lot of tension in your hand from your mouse, and
Yeah,
we
it's from
can
the grip.
fix that. Let's play.
You want me to
Let's open
stream
up a Kovacs. Let's
too?
open up a Kovacs real quick. Let's just stay in the hand cam for now. We can just stay
Okay.
on the hand cam for now. I don't need a Kovacs and a hand cam. I'm gonna ping at here in the chat. I'm gonna risk a couple Discord losses in exchange for a couple stream viewers.
Any scenario playlist in mind?
Let's do 116 target small. Simple, basic scenario. I just want to get something where you can feel the tension in your finger. And okay, I already think I see what I'm gonna notice. Feel free to comment in chat. This is just coaching a mod for the sake of a Discord mod for the sake of Discord mod, and so I can interact with chat. This is a content stream. Feel free to interact in chat. I will answer cues.
Yeah.
Just coaching a Discord. Alright, let me know when you're on it.
I'm on it.
Alright, nice. Play it. Okay. Right now, are you forcing yourself to do fingertip, or is your paw making contact?
No contact right now.
Alright.
Unless I drag it back. I drag it down.
What's up, STM? Someone just sent something in chat, Robin, so I don't know if that's right. Nice. Okay, what's up, Robin? You were my mod and you weren't subscribed to the channel? That's crazy. The hate. Alright. So you're feeling a lot of tension in your hand?
I mean, yes, but I'm also trying to like relax it at the same time.
Does trying to relax it help?
Yes.
You've obviously heard the RID technique of like just imagining your mouse as an egg, and
yes.
And you're doing that?
Yes.
All right.
So it's like a weird sensation of like like tension and relaxation at the same time.
Okay, that's interesting. That's definitely interesting.
Like I can feel tension not so much in my hand, but like in my shoulder and a bit in my forearm.
Shoulder and forearm, that might be, and that's only with the HSK?
No.
All right, that sounds like it's a
maybe
posture issue more than a mouse issue. Can we pause the scenario?
Yeah.
Tilt your camera so that I can see your elbow and shoulder position and all that stuff. You don't have to face reveal if you don't want to, but just like let me see up to your shoulder line.
Hold on. So.
Yep. No worries.
Freaking thing. Okay, I mean, I'm gonna have to hold it.
Yep, that works. Are you slouched over, or would you say you got good posture right now?
No, I'm like all the way in my chair.
All right, good. You're sitting up straight comfortably. All right. And would you? I can't tell because of the way your mic's positioned, but is your elbow over or under the desk height? Would you say?
The desk height?
Like your elbow, the top of your desk, right? Imagine a plane
Right.
extending off the top of your desk at that level. Is your elbow intersecting that plane, barely above it, or significantly above it?
Um,
It looks like it might be a bit below it, like a centimeter or two below that.
yeah, it's like kind of like pushing into the pad a bit.
All right. In that case, can we try to? Is it possible to raise your chair about a couple centimeters?
No, this is the highest I can go on the chair.
Do you have any pillows you could try sitting on just to see if that releases the tension as like a little temporary play around with the higher elevation
Yeah.
experiment?
Yeah, just give me a second.
All right, let's do that. Thank you, Agua, for making people subscribe. Bro was a mod and was not subscribed to the channel. Shame. My whole arm is on the desk, including elbow. As long as it's not too much pressure, I guess that would more be about how your chair and desk are set up than anything else. As long as it's not pushing down and applying pressure, or you're like
Okay.
leaning forward with your arm or something like that.
Okay.
All right, let's see this next. You got the pillow below you?
Yeah.
All right, nice. Let's try it again.
So now it's like
You can lower your chair a bit, right?
no, I can go down. Yeah, yeah.
All right, so if you feel like now your elbow's too high, you can lower it to make it flush. Just make it flush with the table.
Actually, I think it's fine.
All right, nice. Let's try playing the scenario again. Tell me how your shoulder and forearm tension feels. I think the shoulder tension will be affected a lot more than the forearm tension.
Yeah, it actually feels a lot better. I'm still feeling a little bit in my forearm, but
Forearms. Carry on.
I think that's when we'll see if I have to like if I miss a target and I have to like micro back.
When
It's
you.
kind of wonky.
Oh, that's interesting.
It's my
Well,
micros are just bad in general, but like
when you miss a target in the initial flick or when you miss a micro adjustment?
when I missed a target, so okay.
Actually, let's come back to this when you're sharing your screen. Let's just try and work on the tension first.
Mhm.
All right,
So
cool.
no, but it feels a lot better actually comparative to before.
All right. So let me think for a second. We got the arm on the desk. We got everything sliding around. That's good. That's good. And the tension is better. Yeah, like I said, chair height super important. A lot of people say it doesn't matter because they can get very good aim with bad posture, but you can it's just
Yeah,
uncomfortable. Like I'm not telling you that so that you can perfect your aim. I'm telling you that like I don't think having raised your chair will now make your aim a lot better, but it'll make aiming a lot more comfortable of an activity.
yeah. Because I remember I saw that one guy who played like CS:GO or whatever. He was completely like slouched all the way back in his chair.
Yep, there's plenty of good people doing plenty of weird techniques.
Yeah.
That's not what matters. What matters is how easily and comfortable you are. How easy and comfortable things
Oh yeah,
are.
no, this is a lot better actually.
Told you.
Because before I used to like um let me bring the hand cam down.
Yep.
So before it used to be like this, and
Mm-hmm.
it's like kind of almost like pushing into the pad
Mm-hmm.
when I would play, and I used to use my elbow as
A pivot.
yeah as like the full as
But
the
now
pivot
you can
fulcrum.
move your whole arm
But it's
efficiently.
like yeah like and sometimes I would like have to like force myself to lift it up off the pad so I don't
Yep.
dig too much into the pad.
Yep.
Now it's like I don't have to do like really any of that. It's just
Yep.
almost like floating. So it
That is
feels a lot better actually.
that is the beauty of it. That is the beauty of aim training. That's good. So let me think. That is the beauty of aim coaching, fixing posture, and all those cool things. So now what we want to work on is something a little different. Now let's think about your forearm pressure, right? You have a lot of tension in your forearm.
I think that was just posture, really.
So the
'Cause
forearm
now,
tension's going away too?
I mean, it's still there, but I think it's weird.
And you said it's when you make a micro adjustment.
So yeah, so like I would,
I think
and it's mostly in Kovacs too. Out like when I'm playing like Overwatch, Valorant, and other games, I don't really notice it as much, but in Kovacs, I notice it a lot more.
that just might be from excessive wrist motion and all of those things. So I wouldn't worry too much. I would try wrist stretches and stuff. Yeah, that's what I want to say. You want me to? I'll find some wrist stretches for you online. Hold on. Wrist stretches for gamers. I'm just Googling wrist stretches for gamers and copying and pasting the first article. I'll paste that in chat for you guys too. Nothing fancy about it. Nothing super special about it. It's just the first one I could find. Yes, the server is clean now. Clean. Yes, sir. Let's see, chat. What's going on in chat? BBL Drizzy. He's gonna have to get one to save his career after Kendrick destroys him. They're just completely relaxed and not moving. If your elbow's not moving on your aiming arm, that's usually not a good sign. So see if you can move it. If there's a lot of pressure, that makes me think you might be leaning forward too far to STM and chat. So that's a problem. But other than that, you're chilling. Let's see. So Snacks, back to you. Now that we've done that, I think. Do you feel like you're reverting to claw? Or do you feel like you're able to fingertip grip?
So it's right now. It's still like
Still
in
fingering?
between. I'm trying to force
Honestly, in
fingering.
between. If you're in
It's like
between.
it's like kind of
Mm-hmm.
hovering. Like I think that's where the tension
Uh huh.
mostly is because I'm forcing to be claw. I mean to be fingertip.
If you have some kind of in between where you can still move your fingers a lot, you're going with the HSK regular ace, not the HSK Pro Ace, which is about 10 grams heavier and significantly bigger. So fortunately, I have a few HSK models. So I was running the HSK Plus, which from looking at your hand and hand cams, that lines up our hands relative to mice will be similar ratios. And that one I do feel like I can get a comfortable claw with. So you're welcome to claw or fingertip grip it as long as you can move your fingers around comfortably.
Because when I first got the
Yeah.
mouse, stupid enough, I used to palm grip it too.
Yeah, you can't palm grip an HSK. That's
Right.
not good. But
Yeah,
you can
like that.
claw grip an HSK. So let's go to now share your screen. I want to see some aim trainer scenarios.
Of course.
We're gonna get you moving. By the way, just to cross promote, if anyone in the stream, I'm assuming no one is, but if anyone's not in the server, join the server. If you need a link, invite, copy link. It's probably not good that no, I think I can show a link on stream. Yeah, because I'm about to send it, so that's not going to get inboxed. I'm assuming you all came from there, but if anyone wants to join
Oh,
for stream announcements, join.
how important is, because I've also heard about this before, monitor height.
Monitor height, I don't like to look down. I don't like to strain my neck. It's not important at all. First of all, it's not important at all. You can be the best aimer in the world and have the weirdest monitor height. That being said,
So,
I like to go off what Tomahawk, Lighthawk FPS, that old channel, where they had some physical therapist and some aim trainer player go together and make cool YouTube videos, and it was a cool channel. But I like to go off their advice of having your eye level be the top third of your monitor. That is what I would recommend, just because that way you're looking straight at your monitor rather than looking down at it, which just is better for long-term neck health, apparently, according to a physical therapist. So I'd recommend that. That being said, it's up to you.
okay.
Hit the little black X. Let's go to the actual 116 target small.
Oh,
The little black X, yeah.
that
116 target small, yeah, the real one. Third from top, fourth from top. you're going to click it, and it's going to... Nice. Yo, chat, if anyone hasn't subscribed to this second channel, just do that real quick to make sure that you can catch all my streams. I've not tried the AZ Aim Trainer. Let's play this. 512. When was the last time you played this?
Oh, that's a good question. 512?
We'll figure it out in a minute. Just play it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll figure it out after. For anyone wondering, Snacks has played a lot of aim trainers, but he's still not the best player, despite having a decent amount of time in the games. So I'm just coaching him to really try and get him good at them. And we're going to make some entertaining videos based on these streams. Do I think League of Legends requires aim? I've never played League of Legends. I have no idea. I've seen clips, so I'm going to say probably not. But maybe it does. I don't know. Alright, 622. When was the 512 scored? Just hover over the dot. One.
So 112.20. Last year.
Last year? Alright, cool.
Wait.
Yeah, last year.
Yeah, it was about last year.
January of 23. No, that...
Yeah, that's
1 year ago. That's 1 year ago. All right, so this is not a... How do I want to put this? Not the best score. Not a terrible score. But definitely getting there. So what we need to do to make you improve at this scenario is fix all your different techniques.
Mm-hmm.
You were... First of all... Do you know what gliding is?
I think I've heard of that terminology before.
Alright, so gliding is... Gliding, if anyone wants details, good details on this, go to Matty Overwatch's static guide. High quality guide. Gliding. The act of going... Of tracking and invisible... slow, constant speed bot between targets rather than accelerating and flicking between them. So what we want to do is stop gliding. You don't want to glide. You don't want to be a glider. Being a glider is bad.
Okay.
So, yeah. No more glide. So you want to have a fast acceleration between your targets. You want to pick up speed on your mouse and then decelerate when you're closer to the target. Let's just try to do that first. Let's just see if you can pick up speed and then decelerate before we get into the other issues. Alright, so that was much better. There was even a point before your last 10 seconds where you were on pace for a 700 plus score. So much better. A lot of targets hit. Way more targets hit. So I like that. That being said, you still have a lot of your other issues. So your next issue, stopping power. When you get close to a bot, what'll happen is you shake around the bot a lot. So ideally what you do is you'd flick, transition into a smooth micro adjustment, and then hit the bot. Smoothly transition to a micro adjustment. But at your level, it's honestly best to just fully stop your flick and then go into the micro adjustment rather than shaking around the bot for like a full minute. So if you're off the bot, just stop your flick and then micro adjustment. Are you right?
Okay.
Just to get ready to be able to, because until you can control your, if you can't control your micro adjustments and your flicks, you can't do this right. So replay this. You don't have to stop for a long time, just an instantaneous brief stop. All right, not bad, not bad. Slight decrease from the previous run, but still good. So, what happened there? That was the issue. Was let me think for a minute what I want to say. So there's a lot of movement inefficiency in your micro adjustments. I only want you to make one micro adjustment per target. I want every micro adjustment to land on the target, and I only want there to be one per target.
Okay.
Can you try to do that for me? Like instead of like, you notice how some of these targets you'll move around them like 8 times, like after you land you kind of bounce around them 8 different times.
Right.
Basically what I want you to do is just not that.
Okay.
All right, let's try it again and see if you can do that. Yeah, just go for it and then I'll talk. Remember not to glide. Any mouse recommendations for small hands? I muted my mic so I wouldn't distract him. I like the HSK Pro Ace. That's for my own personal hand size. I haven't gone through a bunch of mice. I'm not a big gear reviews guy. You can check out, there's this guy called Boardsy on YouTube. I know a lot of people think he's good. Smooth and easy, but there aren't many tasks, but it's free. Yeah, there's a lot of aim trainers out there. Kovacs and AimLab have the best community support, so they're usually the better ones. All right, Snacks, what do you know about target prioritization?
Uh, Everyone talks about it. I try to understand, but not so well.
All right, hold on a second. Let me just write some notes for our previous things. So do not glide. Flick with acceleration and deceleration. I'm going to say strong. So your number one thing is don't glide. That helped you out a lot. Number two thing is try only have one micro adjustment. Try to make it strong and fast. Our number three thing is you may benefit from stopping after some time on a flick, though You may not. It's your choice. It's your choice. Yeah, it'll be your choice for now. I think you might find cutting out that stop helps. Just as long as you only get one micro adjustment. Just the stop usually helps people adjust to the one micro adjustment and then get rid of it. And it shouldn't be like a pause. It should just be like a stop the flick and then immediately get into the micro adjustment versus trying to struggle versus extreme struggle and disorientation. But after a bit of time, it's definitely better to transition your flicks directly into micro adjustments. So that's the end goal. But where do we want to go for now from here? Let me think for a minute and then I'll tell you. All right, so what your main okay, so target prioritization, which target is best? Do you want to always, since you want to improve your scores and you're not just playing this for the sake of a game, what we can do is we can improve your scores by prioritizing the best target. Basically, if you have to cut less distance to get to a target, you're going to have less time to aim at it. If you go all the way across the screen to get to a target, that's going to take more time than going for the target right next to it. There's also the concept of clusters. So maybe there's a target that's halfway across the screen one way and 3 targets halfway across the screen the other way. You'd go to the 3 targets clustered halfway across the screen rather than the 1 target alone, because then you'd have to turn around and go to the cluster versus you take out 3 targets and all of a sudden there's 3 new targets in random positions and that 1 target you were about to go to, maybe it's in a cluster now. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You always want to have your next target picked before you shoot a bot. So you shouldn't be deciding your target after the shot. So if a new bot spawns into the cluster you were just going for, but you already planned out another target, it's not worth it to react and change. You should just continue to go across the thing.
Right.
So that should be your goals. So basically just focus on targets that are close. Let's hit done because I think we've done enough static and I want to try you on some cooler scenarios. Let's do hit X on the X. And do you have 115 targets pass too hard? All right, search up one wall. No, it's just one and then the word wall.
Oh.
5, number 5.
5.
Oh wait, actually it probably will show up. Yeah, third one. Play that. Let's play one of these and just see what happens.
Okay.
What FOV are you running? Can you check that real quick, actually?
My what? FOV?
Yeah, FOV.
103.
Oh, okay.
For Paso, it's usually 103.
Yeah, 103. All right, that's fine. That's fine. It
Yeah,
looked it
and
looked it looked tighter than 103 for some reason. That's fine though. Keep playing. Yeah, now it looks normal. Most aim intensive esport, not league for sure. For popular ones, maybe. It's hard to say. Maybe Apex. I don't follow most. I haven't been in touch with the gaming communities as of late due to schooling. So I don't want to say an argument for which esport is the most intensive. I also more focus on aim trainers when I focus on games. So I don't like making arguments for which esport's most intense. All right, you're flicking behind the bots a lot. I want you to try and read the bots and flick to where they're going. You're better than
Okay.
Axis at this scenario.
Axis hasn't played this in like forever though, I think.
Nah, he played it yesterday.
I
I have no way to prove it, but he definitely played it yesterday.
I don't think he did
Oh, he
because
totally did. All right,
the
play it again. Try to read where they're going and aim in front of them. And don't move away from... Yeah, nice. Read where they're going, aim in front of them. All right. So that wasn't actually even that bad. Dynamic. Let's just say for Pasu. Read where they're... Ayo, what's up? Sorush. Where they're going and aim in front of them. So that's all you got to do for Pasu. Just read where they're going, aim in front of them. Very slightly in front of them, not right in front of... Like, not a mile away, because then they'll just dodge your bot. They're randomly moving bots, so they'll move away from you before you can do anything cool. But that's the goal for Pasu. Hit done. We'll come back to Pasu another session because you have a lot of problems in it, but most of them are the kind of problems that will that will resolve themselves as you get better at static and tracking.
Okay.
So next up, we're gonna run close fast strafes invincible. What's the main benchmarks you run?
The main ones,
Yeah.
I most I mostly do voltaic.
Easy.
Yeah, easy for season 4.
Novice. All right. Let's honestly try and get you some high scores in that right now.
I also do Elsa's flicking basic, tracking basic.
Let's just run your benchmarks. Let's try and get you some high scores in your benchmarks real quick. Let's try and get you a high score. Pass who didn't work. Let's go for 1 while 6 targets raspberry and see if we can see. Try to apply the techniques, especially not gliding.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm enjoying being active again, doing a little second channel streams. I got some content I'm getting ready for the main channel, and it'll be fun. We'll have a good summer. Pause. What was your mistake there? You had 2 points where there were bots very clustered together, and you chose to go further away to a single bot and then to the cluster. Remember, when there's a cluster, aim for the cluster. Like, don't leave a cluster you're in to go to a new cluster, but when you're in a cluster, go to a cluster. When you're out of a cluster and there is a cluster, go to the cluster. You understand me?
Yeah.
All right, play it again. If you miss, don't hesitate. Keep going. All right. We're going to need to work on your micro adjustments, get them up. Hit done. Let's go to some of the tracking scenarios on this and see if we can get you good at any of them. Is okay, smoothbot. Let's go to smoothbot.
Okay. So
Yep, play it. When you get off the bot, don't flick back on it. Try and slowly, steadily recover it. And always be moving steadily. You're flicking. Don't flick. Steadily move. What sense are you on?
40 C.
Alright, you should
40,
be able to
yeah.
steadily move on. Are you on 1600 DPI?
I can double check. I should be. Yes.
Alright, you should be able to steadily move on 40 cm. So just try and always be smoothly, steadily moving. Don't be so shaky with it. When you end up off the bot, you don't want to flick to it. You want to steadily accelerate onto it at a pace faster than the bot's moving, but not so fast that you end up on the other side of the bot and completely disoriented. Like that. But not like the sec. Not like that. Like that. Not like that. Not like that. Kind of like that. Like that. Better? Bad. Very bad. You don't want to be flicking past the bot. If you find yourself accelerating so fast that you can't even stop on the bot, that is the worst thing you can do in a smooth bot tracking scenario. When was the last time you played this scenario?
For last month.
Okay, a month ago?
Yeah.
Yeah. How tight would you say your grip is?
Tight.
We've been working on relaxing that whole session, especially in the first half, but have you been relaxing it still?
It was kind of tight actually.
Alright, try and re-relax it. Just keep that in mind.
Okay.
Smooth and steady wins the race. I don't want any of these flicks that I'm seeing coming out of you, Snacks. They're very bad. We should not be flicking and tracking. They're completely different scenario types for a reason. You should always be moving steady and smoothly and tracking. Your crosshair should always be moving continuous velocity, not flicky. Alright, hit done. Let's switch to Sky TS is like Vox TS, just renamed, right?
I do not remember.
Let's check.
I don't know what Vox TS is actually.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's good enough. Let's play this.
Okay.
In this, you should be accurate enough with your flicks that you don't need a micro adjustment. And you shouldn't be aiming in front of the bot, you should be aiming to the bot. You keep landing in front of the bot, don't do that, land on the bot. There's no need to, you're wasting a lot of time by landing in front of the bot. Stop doing that. Good, good. Nice cluster. I guess that wasn't good, that was good RNG, but still. Alright, now you're landing on the bot, that's much better. If you start shooting a bot and then flick off of it too early, wait until there's a bot immediately adjacent to it to go back to it, like a very tight cluster. Don't waste your time on a bot that you've just flicked off. Like right now you can go back to that bot. Perfect. But the one in the bottom corner hasn't been clustered yet, so that was not good. Is this a total damage? Yeah, so this is a total damage scenario. You don't even get punished for not finishing a bot. So literally just wait until it's back in a good corner. Don't flick in front of the bots. Try it again. I won't talk.
Okay.
I'll let you focus. You're forgetting the key lesson that you should not have a micro adjustment in this. To not have a micro adjustment, start decelerating your flicks a bit sooner. Don't go back to the bots that aren't tightly clustered after you hit them until they become tightly clustered. We've gone over what clustering is, right? Like a bunch of bots very close to each other.
We have.
Okay, nice, nice. So this time through, I really want you to make sure that you decelerate your flicks in time, that there are no micro adjustments.
Okay.
Replay it. Let's go. All right, session highest. We're getting there. You keep ignoring what I say about not going back to targets that you do damage to and then miss. Really focus on that. And then other than that, you're allowed to accelerate more in the beginning. Just make sure your deceleration matches it so that you don't need a micro adjustment onto the targets.
Okay.
And let's replay it. You're needing the micro adjustments. Make sure to decelerate and accelerate. Okay, session highest again. That's good. That's good. What was our last one? Was it 890 or 880?
It was 890.
Okay, 890. So we got one bot further. We're doing all right here. I think we've maxed out what we'll get from just trying techniques. You just really got to focus on applying those techniques. So I'll list them out for you right now. In TS, don't flick so fast that you need a... Don't use micro adjustments. Decelerate soon enough you land on the bot. Still have good acceleration initially. Don't glide. Don't aim and wait in front of the bots. Don't... What was the last thing? Don't glide. Don't aim and wait in front of the bots. Don't micro adjust. Oh yeah, and don't... And let's word it as ignore already damaged bots. Ignore already damaged bots. Let's see. Until they are clustered, my bad. Until they are clustered. Until they are clustered. What are your thoughts on Ultra X Skypad 3.0 with gloves? Sorry for responding that late. Glove sleeve, Obsidian control skates. I have not tried that setup. I'm sure there have been people who've tried that setup. There's this guy on YouTube called Boardsy who's tried out every setup. He's usually pretty smart about those things. I'd recommend seeing if he's ever done that setup. If he has, I'd say it's probably good enough. Hit done. I want snacks.
Yeah.
Hit done. Let's see. Let's try bounce TS. I want to see your approach there.
Okay.
Play it. Do these benchmarks have a B180, like a regular bounce scenario? Bounce shot? Yeah, let's do bounce shot first, actually. I like bounce shot.
Yeah, bounce shot.
Yeah, let's do a bounce shot. Let's see this.
That's what I was thinking of the first time.
Alright, so you know to only go for targets at their apex, it seems. See how you had 3 targets clustered there, you missed, and you decided to aim hard left to a random target off screen? Alright, so you know to only aim at targets at their... Ooh, last one was the high score. That's how long ago was that? Probably last month.
2 months ago.
2 months ago? Alright. So, you know to only aim at targets at their apex, it seems?
Yes.
Alright, nice. The logical extension of that is if you miss a target, you're not going to track it while it's falling. You did that once or twice.
Alright, that's a bad habit of mine.
That's a good thing to break. Another thing, you have a lot of shakiness in your micro adjustments, which is bad. I think your precise fine control is really bad, so we're going to work on that. That might have to do with the fact that you're on a new mouse and applying finger motion for the first time, and that's fine, but I want to work on that. So hit done.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to go to some online scenarios now. You're going to search up Extra Control Sphere 1. You're gonna be really EX, yeah. You're gonna be really scared when you see the size of the spot, and then when it starts moving, you will no longer be scared.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, sorry. 1 is in capital I as in Roman numerals.
Oh, so like that?
Yep. Um, it's like close to the bottom, actually. Yeah, right there.
This one.
Iron mean. Iron Man. All right, play it. All right, so Snacks, your goal here, continuous constant motion. You see how you stop and start your mouse again a lot? Like,
Yeah.
you're basically, your goal is to not do that, but instead just steadily move. Until you can get that down, you can't play any scenario. This is the fundamental thing of all precise aiming. In static, dynamic, every scenario type, the fundamental skill you need to have is your ability to steadily track this bot.
Okay.
Until you can get it without shaking, that's bad. You can't play static unless you can do this, because you won't be able to micro adjust efficiently. You can't play dynamic until you can do this, because you won't be able to hit a small dynamic target. You won't be able to micro adjust. You won't be able to hold a target. You won't be able to do any of those things until you can do this. You can't play tracking until you can do this, because you won't be able to be smooth on the target and smoothly get back on the target. So your number one skill that we need you to get right now is the ability to steadily track the spot without flicking around, without shaking, and all those things. Replay it.
Okay.
Never stop your mouse. Constant movement. You stop your mouse a lot, that's bad. Don't have these flicks. You see how you accelerate really fast at some points? We
Yeah.
can never do that. You always want to be steadily moving your mouse. Steadily moving your hands. Steadily moving your fingers. Don't even worry too much about the bot at first. Just get into the habit of steady, consistent motion. Like, see how you jump to the bot constantly? It's very bad. Alright, replay it, but this time don't even try to aim. Just replay it. Alright, now do a 180. Do a 180. Don't even try to hit the bot, just do a 180. Alright, now do a slower 180. Now do an even slower 180. Now do an even slower 180. Now do an even slower 180. Now do a 180 so slow you're basically moving at the speed of the bot. Alright, now instead of just doing a 180, go up and down and all around. Back, forth, left, right, waves, go the other direction, switch directions, keep the slow steadiness, switch directions again. You feel how that feels?
Yeah.
So you are physically able to move your mouse around smoothly, steadily, slowly. Now all you got to do is copy this movement, but instead of going randomly, the bot is under you. That is your goal.
Okay.
All right, replay it. Don't even, if the bot gets off of your crosshair for now, don't even worry too much about that. Just start moving in its general direction. Don't flick, don't accelerate, just start moving in its general direction while maintaining the same slow, smooth steadiness. Will this work for everyone who isn't... I hate how there's an emoji for some reason right on my chat. I'm just going to assume that says isn't too great with micro adjustments, so I can't read it perfectly. Yeah, pretty much. If you have a lot of shaky micro adjustments, you can go back earlier in the stream to see Snacks' micro adjustments. If yours look anything like that, learning to track the spot is not going to necessarily fix them, but until you can do it, you won't be able to fix them. All right, so score decrease, that's what we want because we don't want more time on the bot. We want more steady smoothness. And if that means score decrease, that's good. A lot of people think accuracy or score are good ways to track progress and mistakes. That is completely false. What you're really trying to track is how frequently your issues that recur happen.
Okay.
All right, cool. So replay this scenario and just trying to really just focus on being slow, smooth, steady, all those things. And then as a secondary thing, think about hitting the bot. I've been using your Valid routine on AIM Labs. How many times should I replay each task? That's just a playlist of scenarios that I figured people might like. It's not really meant as necessarily a routine of end all be all. You're flicking, don't flick. Smooth, steady movements. Smooth, steady movements. Yeah, that's not really a routine that's designed to be played a lot of times. It's just meant as like, if you like these scenarios, try them out. You can replay different tasks, different amounts, just whatever you like, do. All right, so now what I really want you to do, and this is going to require a lot of immense focus from your part to remain smooth while doing this, is
Okay.
I want you to be able to get back on the bot. Because I noticed you started to get frustrated in the middle and started flicking to the bot. That's bad. So instead, what I want you to do is when you replay this, when you notice you're behind the bot, I want you to move your crosshair faster than the bot's doing. Remember the first few 180s, how they were fast?
Yeah.
Not even that speed. Like the second to last or the third to last 180. Just a little bit faster.
Okay.
So replay it. And that's how you get back on a bot. This is absolutely perfect. All right, that was perfect. That was so good. That was exactly what I want you to do. Improvement in a scenario like this just comes as you get better. You don't even have to do it now. Just as you're getting more comfortable with this technique, you just increase the difference between the acceleration of your crosshair and the acceleration of the bot. It should always feel like this. It's just as you get better, you're able to do it faster and faster. And that's how you're going to learn to track, all right?
Okay.
So I really want you to get good at this scenario, and I'm going to give you a few other easy scenarios where you just match this technique. So let me make a list for you real quick, a tracking advice panel thing. Hold on a second. These. So in tracking, be smooth, don't flick, steadily recover when you're off the bot. That is how you're going to get better at the scenario. That is how you're going to get yourself the fine, precise control in order to learn to micro adjust in static scenarios. And that's how we're going to get you able to play tracking scenarios, able to play flicking scenarios, able to play dynamic clicking scenarios, able to play target switching. Every scenario type you want to be able to play, doing this will get you there.
Okay.
So I'm going to give you, after the session, I'm going to give you a few, I'm going to whip up a playlist that'll have a few different scenarios like this one. This is the main one because the bot is so small. It forces you to notice your errors, notice your mistakes, and really isolate them and work on them. I'm also going to give you the main control sphere as just a regular tracking scenario. That'll be a bit faster, force you to be a bit faster with the smoothness. You should stay as steady, but you don't have to be as precise because the bot's bigger.
Okay.
Nice, nice. So hit done. Let's see. Where do I want to go now? Is there any specific category of scenarios you really want to improve on?
Mm, Not really. I just want to be just better than I am right now.
All right, cool, cool. So, I feel like I've definitely information dumped you for this session so far.
Cause I know, cause I know overall everything is bad, but
Mm-hmm.
I feel like my dynamic and tracking
Mm-hmm.
is worse than my
Mm-hmm.
flicking,
Mm-hmm.
than my static.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
and I think that's more of a tension issue.
Mm-hmm. So,
But
really
yeah, besides
focus on
that, I
the
don't know.
tension. If your claw, fingertip, whatever, do those. If you feel like after a few weeks of trying, this mouse still isn't working out for you, on your other mouse, what was the other mouse you were using?
So I have besides because I switch mouses a
Mm-hmm.
lot really
Mm-hmm.
because it's
What's
just
your
a
favorite mouse that you've used?
I that's a hard question. It's either my final mouse that I have,
Mm-hmm.
that's a Starlight 12
Mm-hmm.
small, and I just have a G Pro wireless.
A G Pro wireless. So
Those
when
yeah,
you
those are
grip
like
either of
the
those, do
two.
you allow finger motion?
Honestly, I'm not really paying attention to that.
If that's good. That's good that you're not overthinking it. But if you allow finger motion, honestly, that mouse is good enough. And if you
I want to
don't,
say
but
yes.
after honestly, if you as long as you're allowing finger motion, that's usually good enough. I've had good experiences with HSKs, so I feel like trying them could help. But if you're allowing finger motion, that's the most important thing.
I
So,
mean,
mm-hmm.
I want to say yes. I feel like I think I do finger motion, but it's like it's not as predominant as an HSK.
That's true. HSKs get a lot more finger motion. Very nice. I really like where
Yeah,
these go.
because like the for example the G Pro, it's either palm claw grip. I just mostly do claw, and I do like kind of like fingertip sometimes for like
Mm-hmm.
micros and like if I have to like do like yeah like a micro adjustment to something or a little
Mm-hmm.
quick flick. And same thing with the Starlight 12. I mostly
Mm-hmm.
just use that with the claw because the way I have my grip tape set up, it's mostly for claw.
Mm-hmm.
So I can do fingertip.
Mm-hmm.
I just really haven't thought of doing fingertip with it
Yeah,
because
that's
I never
fine.
really thought of it. Yeah.
That's fine. Yeah, fingers are definitely for making small micro adjustments. You don't have to do fingertip to be able to move your fingers. It just helps. And if you do a claw or some kind of grip where you're just allowed to move your fingers, that's very beneficial in my opinion. But it's not mandatory if you can't get it. Give me 1 second to just catch up with chat.
Hmm.
Odd question, but how long have you been coaching for? A little over 3 years. I want to say I started coaching Dopai at Rank 1 Radiant in January of 2021. And have you noticed any crazy improvement over months of time span in your students? Have I noticed any I have had students who've improved a lot. The guy I was coaching right before this, it was an unstreamed session. He said that his flicking was night and day compared to it. That I had one guy coached who was mid Immortal 2, and then he came back to me a little while later with Immortal 3. The thing is, most people I coach want to get better at real games, not at aim training. So what happens is you have a long period of time where they then switch to focusing on more games and stuff. And even if they're aim training the whole time, their crazy improvements aren't all, I can't really take all credit for. Like, I can say, oh, I coached this guy and he was Radiant Rank 1. Like, that's cool. I can say I coached that guy and he went from Immortal 3, mid Immortal 3 to top 20 Radiant. That's what it was. He went mid Immortal 3 to top 20 Radiant. I can say, oh, I did this to this guy. And that's true. But he also improved his game sense a lot. He improved a lot of different things. So I can't really take credit for that because I'm just the aim coach. What mistakes do better aimers do in tension management? What mistakes? Really, what I've found, weirdly enough, in most of the people I coach, which I don't coach a lot of super high level people, but in the people I do coach, a lot of the mistakes are oftentimes independent of their skill, because what'll happen is you'll have a really high level aimer, or really high as far as I coach. The highest I usually coach is like full tag GM level, but you have someone a bit less than that, but still pretty high level, who makes some weird tension mistakes, some weird flicking mistake, because they got their skill from just playing a lot of hours of rail games. And then you'll have someone who makes more mistakes, but they're a bit better. Or you'll have someone who's really bad, but really they just need to improve their motor skills and they're aiming pretty well. They just need good scenarios to improve their motor skills on and what to focus on. What mistakes? Approach for clicking, click timing, how to better input in TAC FPS. First of all, it's a really loaded question. I'd recommend honestly just going back to when we were 1 wall 5 targets, 1 wall 6 targeting early in the stream. That was the basic fundamentals of clicking, click timing. I'd recommend watching through those, and to apply to TAC FPS, once you get comfortable with a technique, like whatever that technique is in static and dynamic clicking, try to apply it into game. What scenario was he just on? The tracking one was extra control sphere 1. Was so close to getting an HSK because I fingertip, but I waited out for 2 ultralight X's. Yeah, the ultralight X is a good mouse, lightweight. That seems like a good enough decision. If you're happy with it, then that's fine. All right, getting back to snacks. So what I'm putting on your playlist right now, snacks, I'm going to start out with a bunch of static scenarios. I'm not going to give you any benchmark scenarios on your playlist. I know benchmark scenarios are fun to play, but they are also, what's the word I'm looking for?
Capping?
They're really easy to make you want to focus on your score because, I get to rank up if I get a cool score. That's a really cool thing. And all of a sudden, now you're more focused on score than you are on actually improving at the techniques we set out to improve. So that is bad. So I really want you to just focus on playing the scenarios for the sake of playing them. Let me think.
Yeah, that's fine. I agree.
So how many minutes a day do you usually aim train?
So
Past 7 days, how many of those days did you launch an aim trainer?
this past week, like once.
Once.
Like
2 weeks ago, how have you
2 weeks? It's 0.
All right, 3 weeks.
0.
Was that just because I told you to take a break until we started this session?
Possibly,
Possibly, but not definitely. All right, Let's start out. Let's start out easy. Let's start out light. Let's
'Cause
do.
I do aim training. I just haven't lately because I don't know. I don't know. I just stopped for a while.
12 minutes a day. That's a light session. Let's do 12 minutes a day, and I want you to report back to me at the end of the week, because now that I'm gonna be making content off this, I've already planned out a few videos based on what's happened in the stream. And now that I'm going to be making content based on our coaching sessions,
Okay.
if you stay bad, then that's my reputation on the line. I'm giving you the weight of my entire reputation and channel. So you now have to improve.
Right. I try to do at least half an hour a day.
Well, you haven't for the past 3 weeks.
Not for like the past 3 weeks, a month or so.
And did you start a new job or school or something?
No, just been working and going to the gym.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. That's good. Yeah. I just want you to do 12 minutes a day on that playlist, following the techniques. Actually, let's make it up to 15 minutes a day so I can throw in some TS if that's all right.
Yeah, I'm also studying too,
Oh, nice. That's good.
like
What are you
online.
studying?
Yeah. Back end web development.
Ooh, nice, nice. If you need any help, let me know. I'm pretty good at back end. Not pretty good. I'm mid at back end development.
Oh, thank you. No, yeah, I just started recently.
Yeah, I can be your back end web development coach. What stack are you learning?
Right now I'm messing with HTML and CSS.
Oh, so that's front end. Because you're not doing a server, right?
No, it's on Coursera, so I think that what they're doing is they want me to dabble with the front end so I can
Uh-huh.
get the back end, understand the back end better or something.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. That's cool. All right, back to aim training. Just because I want to talk about this, just wrap this up real quick.
No,
So
you're fine.
I sent you a playlist, Kovacs, Ace, and Gauntlet. What we have is we have extra control sphere 1, control sphere easy, smooth bot goaded. Those will help you get that steadiness in your aiming that I want you to learn. 1 wall 4 targets reload, 1 Pokeball auto, 1 wall 4 targets small, 1 wall 6 targets small. Pokeball is just a full auto version of static clicking, so it's kind of like target switching, but the bots don't move. In these scenarios, I
Right.
want you to focus on one micro adjustment. I want the micro adjustment to be straight, I want it to be fast, and I want it to be good. That is your goal, and practicing the tracking scenarios will allow you to learn the precise control to be able to do that. Pokeball wide wall 3 targets. This is gonna, I want you to accelerate a lot. This will really test your stopping power that we were talking about back in the static section of the stream. And the 2 target switchings, Vox TSs, they're almost identical to Sky TS. I just want you to apply the techniques we talked about there in these.
Okay.
Playing this playlist, I think, will get you a lot better at all the things. And the nice part about where you are in aiming is that a lot of the skills and issues in different scenarios tend to overlap. Like, you're bad at dynamic, and a lot of your dynamic struggles will be fixed when you try to learn static. And a lot of your dynamic struggles will be fixed when you try to learn tracking. And a lot of your tracking struggles will overlap with dynamic. And that applies for every level of aiming. But when you're new, it especially applies because the overlap tends to be much bigger, and you tend not to need to improve as much at the really niche things, and also improving your motor coordination helps a lot.
Okay.
So if you got any questions for me, you said you had some questions. You want to do the Q&A
Yeah.
section?
I actually do have some questions.
All right, let's run some Q&As.
I wrote them down so I don't forget.
Perfect.
We already went over smooth tracking,
Yep.
so for 180, so I don't know about this, but for 180 flicks, I tend to kind of like dip up or dip down. How do you stay horizontal? Is that just practice?
Yeah, it's just a practice thing. It might be that your sensor angle is not aligned with what's straight for your hand, and you can do a whole like Microsoft Paint here. Kovacs has a cool video on it. Honestly, I think they'll explain it better than I can.
Like,
But what you can do is
If
you
you're like
can
me,
yeah,
download raw Excel. Hold on, Kovacs video raw Excel angle change. Let's see if this pulls up. Aiming secret. This aiming secret no one knows about. Command C, Command W. This video, I'll send it in chat too, can help you. You can try to play around with that and see if that fixes it. If it doesn't, it's just practice. What that basically does is it lets you play around with your sensor angle. Since you have some weird claw grip, you probably don't hold it at a flat angle. If you hold it at a consistent angle, that'll fix it. If you hold your mouse at a very inconsistent angle, then it doesn't matter. It's just practice.
okay.
But yeah, that can just help you. Basically, you're just rotating the sensor. If the sensor causes you to do that, then yeah.
Okay, and the other is, how do you be fast on low sense? Like, you are using.
Higher sense.
That's actually pretty cool because that's what, not to shamelessly plug to my 4 viewers, but that is what the next video I'm currently editing is going to be on.
Because, for example,
What
I have
I
an
know
example.
example,
you
yeah,
say?
sure, go for it, go for it. Let me
Oh,
hear
I
this
was
one.
because
Because
there are times where
I like having the like moving, like aiming speed and stuff of a 45 cm sense,
Mm-hmm.
but I want also the accuracy that like a low sense like 60 cm provides something. But
Yes.
like 60 cm, if I play 60 cm in like, for example, an Overwatch or something, it feels really slow
You're
and to
never
move
gonna get
around.
60 cm to work on Overwatch,
No,
really.
but I'm
yeah, it's like really slow, and I'm like really having to like swipe my mouse across from one end to the other end of the mouse pad constantly to get that same effect.
So what you'll find is there's
Something.
uh what you'll find is that as sense goes up, being able to be precise, or sense gets higher, being able to be precise gets harder, being able to move fast gets easier, and vice versa for when it gets lower. Hold on a second.
Okay.
Had to cough. But basically what happens is in the middle there's kind of a plateau region where you'll perform roughly the same on all the sensitivities, but on the higher end of them, you'll be a lot faster, flickier, and more able to move quickly, but you'll struggle with precision. And on the lower end of the roughly the same sensitivities, you'll be more precise but unable to move as fast. For those middle ground sensitivities, honestly, the answer is just to pick one and or pick many, but there's no way to instantly fix it. That being said, you can get the speed buff and you can get faster and more precise. The precision will come from the control sphere scenarios we worked on. The speed will come from the fixing, gliding, and static, especially in the wide wall scenario. So by playing these scenarios, what you'll find is if you're actually improving well in them, you're both of those sensitivities, whether you're on a low sense or a high sense, you should be more precise and faster than you are on either sensitivity right now.
Okay.
So it's really just a practice and skill issue, unfortunately.
Well, that makes sense. And the other thing is switching peripherals often a bad thing?
Not necessarily. Um,
Like
I'd say
mouse
no.
and
I'd say
mouse
no.
pad?
No, it's not. It's not a bad thing.
Okay.
I would like you to learn to aim with your fingers a little, but it's not a bad thing.
Mm-hmm. Let me see. It's tracking one. I think it was, yeah, just it was. Oh, we have one more.
Yep.
Uh, oh, we went over micro adjustments.
Yep.
Already.
That's going to be your main thing we want to get you better at.
Angles, I think, yeah, no, that was it.
All right. Let's talk to me next week. Like in a week, let me know how you're improving and if you feel like you're getting better. If you've hit any high scores, just keep me posted throughout the week if you're getting high scores, if you're improving, and make sure you're
Okay.
playing. And at the end of the week, if you've played every day and you want to, we can make your playlist a bit longer.
Okay. And just to go over this, because I'm just a little bit confused.
Yep, no
You want
worries.
me to do
Just
the
one run.
play
I sent you a share code, right?
right? You want me to do the playlist? But earlier you mentioned for me to do just control fear.
Oh, I think I said after that that I'd give you a few other things to throw on with that.
Oh, okay. No, okay.
No, yeah, just play the playlist. Like the extra control sphere, I think that is the scenario with 2 reps. Let's make that 3 reps and lower the number of reps of Vox TS. Sure, let's make that a bit more present. But that's definitely, I'd say, the most important scenario on your playlist. I just updated the playlist to change 1 rep worth of things. That's definitely the most important scenario on the playlist for
Okay.
now. But I do want you to practice the other techniques on the other types of scenarios because just to get those in.
Okay.
Let's see. Any other questions?
Um.
You're also welcome to DM me questions whenever, and we'll probably do another one of these calls in the next few weeks because I do
Okay.
want to grind you up to very high skill level because I feel like that'd be cool to be able to show like
That would be very
I took
fun.
I took this guy at the beginning of the summer and now he's better.
Especially when I go back to Rob's server.
Oh,
Anyways,
oh yeah.
yeah.
Are you out of Rob's server right now? Like, did you leave it?
Uh, long story short, I said so I got banned, and to get unbanned, I would have to be at least plat, but I never specified to be plat in what, so I am not sure what to do.
All right, we'll get we'll get your Voltaic
So
benchmarks up to plat. We'll get
I'm
you up
gonna
to
do
like
yeah.
diamond or jade and then have you reapply.
I
Why'd you
want
get
so
Wait. If you can't say it on stream, don't say it. But why'd you get banned? You can't say it on stream?
no, I can't. It's because there was a guy that was being stupid. I was jokingly said, "Oh, you should ban him until for X amount of time until like I get plat or something, or he has something." I was like, okay, and no one replied, so I'm like, okay, cool. And then I looked like the next hour, I got banned. I was like, shit, and I thought he deleted the server, and so I asked him, and he was like, no, until you get plat, you're not coming back. I'm like, fuck, okay.
Rob. That's hilarious. Rob is funny.
I mean, I respect it too. I mean, with all the shit I said in that server, I respect it.
All right, we're gonna get you up. What are you right now? Let me see the spreadsheet.
Uh,
You already sent it, right?
the
Um,
spreadsheet. I don't know. I don't know if I did or not. To be honest. I mean,
um,
I can.
oh yeah, we
I
got
can
it. I
get it
got it. I
up.
got it. I found it. I found it.
Okay.
We got a lot of silvers. We got an iron on precise orb, and a couple bronzes. All right.
If
So
it
we'll.
makes a
Oh,
difference,
you.
I
Oh,
got.
that's not updated. That's not updated. Your bounce shot was way higher. I think your bounce shot was
Let
closer
me,
to
cause
9.
I
Actually,
can.
no. That might. No, that's updated. That's updated. But yeah, we'll get everything up there. We'll get you good snacks. We'll get you back to Rob's server.
Cause I have. I'm already good on. Not good. Sorry. Like at least silver complete, but on aim labs.
Um, yeah, but
I
then we
don't
have
know.
to
Yeah.
open AIM Labs, which I don't think
That
is
doesn't.
worth it.
Yeah, that doesn't really count. I can just take a screenshot.
Yeah, but then we have to. No, I'm saying like then we have to. If we want to
Oh
get you to
yeah, yeah.
rank up in AIM Labs, we have to play AIM
I
Labs,
have
which I don't think is
one.
worth it.
Oh no, not that's what is this? Oh, that's bronze.
Yeah, it's mostly low score.
Yeah, we'll get you. We'll get you to plat snacks. We'll get you to plat by the end of July.
And I also that was the other part of it, but it's the end of summer to get plat.
So if you're not end of summer plat, you are permabanned from Rob's.
I think so.
Oh, rip.
And I don't know if I don't know if it's for Valorant either. I'm pretty sure it's for Valorant
I
too.
think it's benchmarks. I feel like it'd be benchmarks.
Because I was also trying to play Valorant at the time as well.
I feel like it'd be for benchmarks. Benchmarks makes more sense because it is an AIM server.
Yeah.
All right, we'll get you up. We'll get you up.
So it's it was so dumb the entire thing.
I got 4 people who've just stayed in chat. No one's left. No one's chatted for about 25 minutes. So I can't tell if they've fallen asleep or they just love hearing us banter about Rob.
Rob's a no, Rob's a good guy.
I love
I
Rob.
it's fun. It was funny because I don't remember what happened exactly. I just turned around like the next hour. I was like, "Holy shit!" And I asked one of my friends because he's in the server. I was like, "Bro, did Rob nuke the server?" And he was like, "No, I'm still in it." I'm like, "What?" So I was like, "Shit."
Banned
Let me talk.
from Rob FPS. That's hilarious. All right.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to end the stream now. Since no one in chat seems to be active, I'm assuming there's no last minute chat questions.